Baldinger, who is a fine NFL player for a long time and works for the NFL Network now, which is significant in that he is an NFL employee.
Teammate in Philly.
A teammate of yours in Philly, but for the purposes of this story, he actually works for the National Football League. If you are an employee of NFL Network, you work for the National Football League. So last week, one day, he was on 97.5 The Fanatic, the radio station in Philadelphia, talking about the Eagles game against the Cowboys. And Ryan, here's what he said, what Brian Baldinger said. And Ryan, I start with you because you're the most recent player on this set. Talking about what they have to do to stop Ezekiel Elliott. He said, quote, "This is the guy we've got to hurt. This is the guy we've got to take out of the game. There's got to be 10 guys that want to hurt him every single play. In fact, we may even put a little bounty on Ezekiel Elliott." As the story that I'm reading here by Michael David Smith goes, he then echoed a favorite phrase of Greg Williams during the Saints bounty scandal, saying, "You want to cut the head off to kill the body, that's the guy you've got to get to." So he then went on to explain that there were a lot of things about Zeke Elliott that bother him, including the way his flashiness and the dressing with a short shirt and all that. But let's put that part of it aside for a moment. Let's just talk about how he's a great running back. He is the key to their offense. He's the guy who makes them go. And certainly Herman at the time that you played and Mike at the time that you played, this would have been commonplace discussion.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Ryan, you played up until very recently. In the Bounty Gate era, in the player safety era and all of that, is this appropriate conversation around a football game anymore?
It's just not appropriate for people to hear. Right. Yeah. So with the way that we've moved as a society, you don't want to hear these things. Obviously, the NFL, you think about Bounty Gate and some of the things that were said or we heard Greg Williams said. Obviously, we were just shocked and appalled